Another thing I've heard is that black people are just as racist as white people. That's bullshit. First of all, let's look at some definitions, because I see motherfuckers left and right online who have these words fucked up. And I used to have to break these words down for my students in class. Let's look at it. Definition of racism. Racism is the belief that one race is superior to another. That's racism. Okay? Let's look at bigotry. Bigotry is basically just being hateful. A bigot is a hateful motherfucker. Prejudice is when you judge somebody before you know them. And discrimination is when you treat somebody worse or treat a group worse than another group. So let's go back through this shit. Racism. Racist. I see a lot of motherfuckers saying black people can't be racist. I disagree with that. In one aspect. When it comes to athletics, you may hear, you may see instances where black people say some racist shit or say some like we might feel superior to whites athletically. I don't say that shit. I don't say that shit because there's some white boys that can jump higher than me and run faster than me, and I used to be able to jump. But some of these motherfuckers, they doing some amazing shit. You look at the NFL, look at Christian McCaffrey, that's a bad motherfucker. Go to the NBA, you look at Luka Doncic, that's a bad motherfucker. But if somebody would say they can't hoop or they can't play football just because they white, that's racist. Because you're thinking your race is superior to their race when it comes to that. But you know what? That's the only thing you gonna hear black folks say some shit like that. Or either that or in dancing. So my white brothers and sisters, my allies, when folks say shit like that, you need to remind them that the way they might feel when black people say shit like that about athletics or about their dancing or whatever, their rhythm, that's how black people feel about everything else in this fucking country. When it comes to law enforcement, when it comes to housing, when it comes to the educational system, when it comes to health care, when it comes to employment, you name it. We know that those in power view white people as superior to black people. Unfortunately, many of my people may have bought into that shit. And I spent a lot of time in my class trying to counter that shit. I even had over my board, I had a little sign that said, "You are not inferior." And I got that from Lean On Me. Well, Joe Clark, Morgan Freeman did an excellent job portraying Joe Clark. That shit was so inspirational. And when he told those kids, "You are not inferior. Your grades may be, your school may have been, but you are not fucking inferior." So I used to counter that shit all the time. So don't send me, don't give me that bullshit that black people are more racist than white people. Shit, when people like me have to spend so much time convincing black people that we are equal to white people. That don't buy into this shit that's been fed to you throughout generations. There ain't shit wrong with you. Be proud of who you are. We have to counter that shit. We have to counter that shit. Now, bigotry. Hateful motherfuckers. Every race has hateful motherfuckers. It's black folks that hate on me. There were black people hating on Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali. There's black people that hate on Michael Jordan and LeBron James. You got bigots in every race. That's life. When it comes to prejudice, I think everyone has some prejudice. I'm included. I think all of us prejudge. I was reading a book that said it's one of those things that help humans survive, that you save all of these images from life and from media and all that kind of shit. And so when you encounter certain people, you might be more defensive based off whatever you have stored in your memory. Prejudice is not right. We all must check ourselves on that. And let me be forthright when I say something, I can be prejudiced. When I say that, I'm saying this. And I had to check myself on this. Because I'm a student of history, I'm always apprehensive or tense or wondering, does this white person dislike me? Does this white person think that I'm inferior to them? Because based on my study of history, most white people in the history of this country have thought that they're better than black people. That's not right. Just like it's not right for black people or white people to see that I got tattoos and think that I'm a thug without sell fucking dope. Or to hear me speak in this comfortable fashion, as my daughter would say, to hear me use street talk and think that I'm incapable of mastering the English language. You know the bullshit where people say a man uses curse words because he cannot find the words to express himself. That's bullshit. I know exactly what I want to say. I can write a book without a single curse word and use the Queen's English perfectly. But don't prejudge me because of my tats, or because I'm rocking this hat, or because of the name of my fucking company. Don't do that. And just like I shouldn't prejudge people. We have to check, all of us have to check ourselves on that. I love the movie Crash because of that. If you haven't seen the movie Crash, please watch it, because it addresses how all of us have these notions of prejudice and how we all must do better. We all must do better with that. But then we come to that word discrimination, because that's what we're really getting at. You see, racism is a thought. If you don't act on it, you wouldn't know it, that somebody was racist. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers look at, you see these people that say they helped a black person, or I sent money to the kids in Africa, or I sent money to the kids in the ghetto. I can't be racist. I have black friends, I can't be racist. Bullshit. Racism by definition is the belief that one race is superior to another. You can be friends with a motherfucker and still think you better than them because of your race. Thomas Jefferson was a slave owner, and he was dicking down, was in love with one of his slaves, Sally Hemings. He was fucking racist. Racist. That's just like a man could be sexist and be married to a woman. He can love his wife, but still think that he's superior to his wife because he's a sexist. So these are all things that are here. Bigotry is here. You might hate a motherfucker, but you might not express it. Prejudice is here. You might be prejudging this motherfucker, but you might not express it. But to discriminate is an action. And that's what these motherfucking police officers are doing. That's what this system has done. It has discriminated against people. It has treated one group of people worse than all the others. And that's what needs to be legislated against. Because that's the only one that can. You can't legislate racism away. You can't legislate bigotry away. It's going to take education for that. You can't legislate prejudice away. It's going to take education for that. But discrimination, there needs to be some laws behind this shit. My people in the streets right now, and our allies in the streets right now, and everybody online going ham right now, we need to see some goddamn legislation behind this shit. And if these motherfuckers don't want to pass the legislation, they need to get voted out immediately. They need to get voted out immediately. Fuck them. Fuck them. They gotta go. I've even seen some polls of Republicans that say whites are more oppressed than black people in this country. First of all, if you ever believe that shit, you're part of the fucking problem. But especially if you believe this, after watching that man be lynched on camera. That I don't know what to say. Cash is asinine, ignorant, and evil. No other way to put it.